Hi everyone, it's Andrea with the Hippie Art Studio. Today I have a fun DIY home decor project for you. My 2-year-old daughter and I often take walks around the neighborhood, and she loves to collect little bits of nature that end up in the house with us. So these are some sticks from our recent travels, and I also have a pine cone, and this is a fake feather that Grandma bought her. And I've just got some ribbons and some lace. And then I also have some more faux feathers. And I'm just going to create some fun little wall art today. So let's get started. Now I'm just kind of experimenting with how I want this to look, and I know I'm going to want to hang it somehow. And this is kind of an elasticy, kind of band, so I could use that to hang it if I did something like that, because then this could come up and hang like so. So let's do that. I'm just going to trim this up. Oops. And this was all stuff that was just stuck in my bin. I couldn't even tell you where I got it from. So I'm going to use some of this Aleene's Clear Tacky Glue. Don't know if it's going to hold very well, but we'll try it out and see. Otherwise, I've got some other options. I'm just going to put a big glob on there. And hold it down for a little bit. And then we'll do the other side. Okay. I know I want to wrap it around, but I also want it glued on the same side. Maybe like that, and then this can be the part that holds it. So let's add a little bit more glue here. My bottle is almost empty, so it doesn't want to cooperate with me. Come on. Nice big glob of that. Press and hold. And then we'll come back when that's dry. So there's a couple different options you can go with. For this feather, I took the lace ribbon stuff that I had, and I just tied it in a knot on the feather. And then I'm going to attach it to the branch like this once my branch is dry. We're still drying. And I also did the same kind of thing with the pine cone. You can also use embroidery floss and do it that way, just tying a knot again there, and then kind of a double knot at the end, and then loop it on there, which you could glue, or I have this duct tape that's kind of decorative that I think I'm going to put on here. I'm just going to do a little piece just to hold it on there, because I'm going to continue to embellish the actual branch part as I go. So that will end up not being seen, but it helps hold it secure for now. So I've taken my 3 white feathers and my duct tape, and I've adhered that with embroidery floss. So they look like that. And now I'm going to wrap a little bit more of this on this one. I'm going to adhere it also with this duct tape, and then I'm going to use this ribbon, which is kind of like a paper ribbon, and it's also got wire inside to help cover up that duct tape part. And again, this will be how I hang this one. So I want to keep that in mind as I'm doing this. So I think that that is pretty good. I'm just going to trim that off. And then adhere that with tape. Cut a couple pieces because my hands are going to be kind of full. Okay. So this one I want to tape here. And I don't want to lose that middle feather to the ribbons that hang down. So that's something I'm trying to be careful of here. So I want to wrap it pretty tight so that it doesn't hang down too much. And I lost my end. There it is. And then I'm just going to tape that part there. And it's going to look like that. Okay, so that is what I'm working with right now. So you can still see the feathers, but it adds a little bit of detail there. And mainly I want that piece of duct tape to be covered up. So I can kind of wiggle these around a little bit. And it'll look like that when it hangs. And I've also got right there to hang it, or I can even add on a loop. Okay, let's do this part now. So because this is paper, I can actually tear it to avoid that string. Let's see how long we're going to need it here. Not like that, so I'm going to want to tear it right there so that that string can go through there. And then I can, again, adhere that end with the duct tape because I'm going to wrap it around it. I can, because I've got duct tape and paper now, I can use the glue and it should definitely hold that there. I'll just do one loop, and that should be plenty. Just want to be careful I'm not cutting my ribbon or the string. Okay. And now we'll go ahead and add some glue. This part can kind of fold up so you can still see it's a stick, and that will be perfect. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue on this duct tape and the ribbon, maybe. Just trying to keep the white ribbon out of the way. And get that a nice good stick there. And then we're just going to add a little bit to this part of the ribbon here to make sure it's so that's what it looks like so far. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and I'll be back. So here's how this one turned out as a final piece. So I've got the feathers, I've got a little bit of this lace going on, the paper ribbon, you can still see the tree branch, and then this one here is how you would hang it. Just put that on the nail. So a simple, fun little project to use up some of those nature items that you might have around your house. So I finished this one off by doing a loop on one side of the stick and then pulling all of it through like a simple slip knot thing. Let me see if I can show you what I mean. So I just did a loop, and then I found a space here where I didn't have a whole bunch of ribbon fighting for my attention, and I pulled the whole shebang through, the whole feather. And then I just tightened it up. And then you end up with this. So I've got a little dangly here. I could add something else too as we find things this summer, spring and summer. And I've also got this section right here that makes the perfect hook. So thanks for watching. I hope I've given you some inspiration for using your nature walks to make some home decor items so that you remember those walks. Ta-ta for now, and I will see you guys later.